Welcome to a Gardener's World bite size. Yeah, it's been a little while since we've got out in the garden, but now autumn is upon us. It's time to have a quick look around, yeah, see what jobs are out there. So let's get on. Yeah folks, it's Gardener's World. Welcome back. Well, today is a bite size, but we're just going to have a quick look around the garden. But I'm not alone today because, of course, that guy over there is going to join us. Yeah, he's going to give us a few little tips for the garden for this time of year. So let's have a quick look around the garden and then we'll get over to our old friend Monty Dog. So sit back, relax and enjoy Gardener's World. Thank you, Steve Dog. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with this show, I'm Monty Dog, and I am one of the many experts we have on the show who can pass that expertise on to you, the viewer. So first of all, because it's autumn time, because it's getting later in the year, that happens every year, it's time to have a think about our little friends, isn't it? So what we're going to do today is we're going to just show you how to create a little refuge. That's right, somewhere where our little friends can escape. So let's get over to that part of the garden now. I call it the refuge part of the garden. So here we are in this part of the garden. It's very shady, very protected. And what we have in this year, in this part of the garden this year, every year in fact, are of course these. These are Furnus arandi. That's Furnus arandi. They are native to the UK, and these here are called Furnus gerandi. That's Furnus gerandi. Okay. Now, you need to trim back your Furnus verandi at this time of year, if you like, and that's what I've done here. But you don't always want to be too tidy in the garden at this time of year, so I keep telling Mrs. Monty Dog. So what do I mean by that? Well, you have a too clean and sterile garden. That's no good for our little friends. So this is what I've done with the cuttings that I made from here. Have a look at this. There, isn't that beautiful? What I've done is I've got an old plastic plant pot there. That's the brown bit there that's on top. And then I've packed underneath it loads of fern cuttings, and then I've bedded it in with earth and stones on top so that the little critters can get under there and they can find somewhere where they can stay throughout the winter time and when nights are getting harsh. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that wasn't too complicated for you. Check the comments below for precise instructions how to build that. We'll call it the home for the little friends. It's back to you, Steve Dog. Oh, that was great, Monty Dog. Thank you very, very much. But now we need to answer a question that many, many people ask us every week here on Gardener's World. And that question is, how do we prune our roses at this time of year? So let's get over to our expert in the rose garden. Yes, none other than Titch Marshmallow. Thanks for that, Steve Dog. Now, here we are in the rose garden, and the one thing that you need to do this time of year, and this will promote growth through next spring and bring us blooms as we go into late spring and early summer, of course, depending on the variety of the rose that you're dealing with. But let's flip the camera around and show you the rose and show you exactly how you cut using these secateurs. Yeah. If you want to see how to repair secateurs, click the link above. Right, Let's do this. Wow, that rose is looking great. It's looking healthy. As you can see, there's very much deadage on this at all. But the one thing we need to do at this time of year is trim that rose back, and we could let it carry on and grow gangly, but we don't need to do that. We want to get a hold of this rose now and make it something for the future. So what we're going to do, cut in here by these little buds in here, look. So I'm just snip in there, like that. Do you see that? There's another one down there that needs cutting as well. I'm just going to cut just this side of that little branchy thing in there. That's another one done. And then the most important thing with all of this is to remove as much as we can from the middle. So I'm going to snip that one off there. That will take that out now. And this one here is backing into the middle of the plant. We don't want that. We want to encourage outward growth in our roses. So I'm going to cut just above this nodule here, which will mean the rose will grow towards us. So let's just show you what this looks like at the end. And there it is, folks. The rose is now trimmed more to allow growth on the outside and let air go through the middle of that rose. That's called a crown cut for your roses. That's right. So very quickly now, back to Steve Dog. Steve Dog, over to you. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for that, Monty Dog. In fact, thank you as well, Titch, for that. Just check out these Japanese anemones that are growing here. They're beautiful, but remember, they are vivacious. And we've got to make sure that any plants in the garden that were vivacious are treated in such an appropriate manner. So, it's now quickly time to have a few words from our friend, Steve the Shrub.
Thanks, Steve Dog. Now make sure you enjoy the garden this autumn. Back to you, Steve Dog.
Dave, I couldn't have said it better myself, my friend. So, just to leave you this week, remember this. Remember that the garden is a place that is there for us all through the year. Yeah, we might spend more time in the garden in the spring and in the summer, but autumn time can be very busy, and we're preparing now for the fruits. Yeah, say that. For the fruits next year. We'll see you later in the season, for more Gardener's World.